Hello my friends, it's Krebs here and welcome to What is Happening with Krebs, a video in which I answer your guys' questions and also let you guys know what's happening with me. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, and in fact, I don't know how else I'm supposed to get out to you guys, apart from maybe the Facebook page or doing a video like this. I don't think there's a point in speaking about stuff during one of my gameplay videos, because it's gonna be like, why are you showing us a gameplay video when you're just talking about some random stuff? So what I'm gonna be doing is this separate video, where hopefully I'll be able to reach out the maximum number of people, unlike on Facebook, because not all of you guys are on there. And yeah, I will just be answering your questions and also telling you what's going on with me recently. So the first question is about what are you up to with Company of Heroes 2? So that's quite a generic question, and it actually expands quite comfortably onto what I'm also going to be doing in the forthcoming days, how I'm not going to be around the channel. So Company of Heroes 2 is going to be coming out really soon. It's a matter of just about a week or so that it comes out from me actually making this video. And there's a lot of excitement building up around it. I'm planning on doing a lot of stuff in terms of videos, casts, fun montages, tutorials, and all that sort of stuff. The stuff that I've already been doing, right? I know I haven't been doing a lot of casts recently, but I will be doing them. And the reason why I haven't been doing them is because I've been saying to you guys, and I'm not sure if all of you have been seeing it, is because I wanted to master the game a bit more, okay? I don't want to jump into a cast. Like, my initial closed beta casts, I was sort of like, oh, look at this unit, I don't know what abilities he can do or which building he's from, and then I had to go click on that building and find out the name. During the actual cast, I thought that was a bit, you know, touchy-touchy. It sort of wasted time, and I think it could have been a lot more improved if I was more knowledgeable of the game. So, rather than just speaking any game in general, rather than just going into it and then being like, oh, what's the control settings of this, and then recording that, I don't think there's a point of it. So I'd rather just get out there for a bit, get accustomed to the game, and then be able to cast without having these troubles of where does it come from, this unit, what can it build, what strategies are there, and especially a game like Company of Heroes 2, where there is actually a lot to learn, unlike, say, a first-person shooter, like World of Tanks, for example, or even War Thunder, these simulator games. But that also brings on to another point. In the next few days, from the 20th, which is literally tomorrow, until the 24th of June, I'm not going to be here, guys. And the reason is because Relic has invited me over to Vancouver. Holy Jesus. Vancouver. Right, if you know anything about me, I live in Aberdeen in Scotland. That's part of the United Kingdom. Vancouver is all the way on the opposite side of the world, and that is literally an 8-hour time zone difference. They've invited me over, they've paid for my flight tickets and everything. It's going to be a large community event. I'm going to be bringing David with me. There's also going to be some other community members like Helping Hands and Adam Russo, Christian, so Imperial Dane. There's going to be a lot of people from the Company of Heroes community there, and I think it's going to be part of a launch event. So they want us to try out the game in a more fuller light, so more campaign missions, the Theater of War, more multiplayer maps, make videos about it, blogs, and all that sort of stuff, and then get it out there to you guys. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to head on over there and record all this footage. Maybe I'll post stuff on the Facebook page, right? So that's going to be what's happening over the coming days. I'm still going to have some videos. If you guys are wondering, oh, are you going to be posting up any videos? Well, I'm going to be spending literally all of today making extra videos for World of Tanks, War Thunder, Company of Heroes 2, just so I can get out to you guys over this period that I'm gone, so you're all nice and happy. So the next question I get a lot, very often, is, where are you from, Krebs? And I could easily come back with a cheeky answer and be like, oh, I live in Aberdeen, Scotland. But a lot of you are wanting to know, where are you originally from? Why is it that you speak with an American accent, but apparently you live in Scotland? How does that work? I've answered this a number of times individually to people, but I get the question all the time, and so we might as well clarify it now. I live in Scotland. I've been here for the last 7 years, but originally both of my parents are Polish, so that makes me Polish, I think, if they're both 100%, if you're talking about bloodline, whatever. It makes me 100% Polish. Although I was born in New Zealand, I lived in English countries, so Canada and America, and hence that's why I've got that American twinge in the background, but also it's not a perfect American accent or Canadian accent. It's also mixed with a bit of a Scottish accent at times. And some people even go as far as to say, "Are you Irish?" Because just the way that it comes across, I guess apparently an American or North American and the Scottish accent mixed together makes an Irish accent, apparently. I've gotten that one a lot of times, not only from you guys, but also from people that I work with in the pharmacy. Customers will come up to me and say, "Oh, you're kind of far away, over from Ireland." And I just say, no. I've been living everywhere in the world, so that's why my accent's kind of screwed up. But that's it clarified. Now, moving on to some War Thunder questions. I've gotten this one recently. Why was I ejected from the squadron? So, in the last few days, they've initiated the whole squadron thing, so you can actually make your own squadron, and it's essentially just a clan system. Basically, what I did, as soon as it came out, I made a video, just a gameplay footage of Kai 45 hunting, and I said, "Okay guys, I've got a squadron up called TKC, go ahead and join it." I didn't think you guys were going to jump on it that fast. I thought it was going to be something that filled up over time, you know, a month, whatever. But I kid you not, within a day it was full. Okay, within a day, not even after a day, it was within a day, it was full. Okay, and mind you, War Thunder Squadron has a maximum cap of 128 players. It reached 128 within a day. I thought it was kind of unfair, because when I logged in that following morning, there was still 50 or so applications that people wanted to get into the squadron so badly, and I was like, okay, right, this isn't fair. We need to change it around, reorganize the squadron, and that's why I booted a number of people, near enough half of the clan. And the reason is because I set up a limit, and you might agree with this, with me with this, or you might not, but I'll explain why I did it. For what I did was I did a requirement that in arcade battle you had to have a kill to death ratio of 3-to-1, and it wasn't by how many flyouts you had, it's by how many missions. So say if you had 200 missions completed, you needed at least 600 kills in arcade battles, or you could have a 1-to-1 in HB, in historical battles. And the reason why I did this was, I guess it makes the squadron a bit more prestigious, but that's not exactly what I'm trying to do. I really want anyone to come in, but it makes it so that I'm not accepting people left and right, okay? I'm being more selective of who I'm introducing into the guild, so that it's not that I'm introducing whoever comes first serve, and then you have the rest of the people, "Oh, sorry for you because you weren't fast enough," essentially. I don't think that's really fair. I think it's maybe something that you have to earn your way into, and it definitely made it a lot longer to fill up the squadron, because we are full now at 128 players, but I highly wouldn't doubt that people would end up leaving to make their own squadron or go into another squadron. So chances are these places are going to open up again, and I'm going to be inviting more people into the squadron as it comes, but I'm still going to have that requirement there. So you guys have to work towards it if you want to be part of the TKC. I honestly think that's one of the most fair ways of actually doing it. But yeah, if you haven't actually managed to get into the squadron, you know, don't feel like you're left out or you've lost out on something, because as I was saying on Facebook and to a number of you, I'm still willing to play with all of you, whether you're in the squadron or if you're not in the squadron. Just send me a message, say you want to play historical battles, you want to play arcade battles, tell me what tier you want, because I'm really easy when it comes to it. I'm just fine with going out into some games with you guys, whether you're in my squadron or not. So don't be shy. Don't be shy, guys. Go ahead and do that. Only thing is, if I'm already squadroning up or squatting up with somebody, or if I want to play by myself, then maybe maybe I won't reply to that, or I might not squad up with you, but generally speaking, there's no harm in trying. Just go for it, and maybe I'll get a game with you. Alright, so another question that I get really often is, how much money have you spent on War Thunder? Okay, I'm going to be quite transparent about this question, and I think that's actually the best way to handle it. I know other people, other commentators, YouTubers, whatever, they would probably be hiding behind this one and be like, oh, I don't want to reveal how much money I've spent on the game, or otherwise people might think of me negatively. Well, I honestly think one of the best things you can do is be transparent about it, and there's nothing to hide, because, I mean, simply put, if you guys watch my videos, you'll notice how those Golden Eagles numbers keep on rising and falling and rising and falling. It's like a roller coaster ride. I have spent quite a bit of money on the game. In fact, I have spent 6 times the largest Golden Eagles package, so that's around $660. And I've also bought the Ultra Starter Pack, which was, I think, $60. So maybe all in total around $720 or around there. Okay, that is a lot of money. And I totally admit that, but I'm no stranger from actually spending that much money on a game. If you take a look at World of Tanks, for example, I've probably spent maybe a bit more than that on the game itself, because in World of Tanks you have I would say it's even a more expensive free-to-play game than War Thunder is. You have tanks that cost £40 each. You have a premium, if you want to get a year's premium account, that is going to cost you about £80 or something like that. Whereas in War Thunder, it's around maybe 60% of what you'd spent in World of Tanks. So in War Thunder, if you buy the biggest Golden Eagles package, you could still spend about, what is it, 15,200 Golden Eagles out of the 25,000, and you can get a year's premium. So that's really good. I think that's pretty good. So I have spent a lot of money on the game, and all of it's gone towards buying crew slots, as you can probably notice with my 9 crew slots. It's been buying upgraded crews. I don't have maxed out crews on everyone. I just have, in general, like, you know, no holdbacks on my reload speed. I've got decent repair times. I have maximum view ranges, you know, stuff like that. It's not a completely maxed out crew because I still wanted to level it up. I didn't see a point in just buying my crews outright and then having nothing to level up. I've also used the Golden Eagles to buy a number of Lions so I could purchase more planes, so I could get qualifications, you know, stuff like that. So it's money that I've all used somehow in the game, and I don't know what you guys are going to think about it. Some of you say, well, that's probably how some people win in the game because they pay so much money. I beg to differ. I've made videos before where I've used inexperienced crews and still managed to do well in it, so it's basically a way of just speeding up the process of leveling up. And that's what the free-to-play model is like. It's people like me. It's people like people like me who don't even spend nearly as much as me. So maybe only $40 like they would on a normal priced game. That help run this game. That keep it going. If I was reading somewhere correctly, in World of Tanks, it's only something like 20 or 25% of the players actually pay for the game. The rest are all free to play. So it's people like us that keep the game going, and in a way you could just think of it as a sort of reward system. If you're a bit tired with, you know, the grind, you want to speed things up, and especially for me where it's a little bit important because I'm trying to make videos for you guys. I want to get new planes. I want to do new things for you guys. I think it's a bit important for me to be able to do this, and that's actually why I did in World of Tanks as well. Buying premium tanks because I wanted to get more credits. I want to be able to show you guys those tanks. And so, in a way, that's how it's all come about. And the last question is, where are all the World of Tank videos? It's been weeks now, and just today I uploaded one. Well, the reason why I haven't been uploading many World of Tanks videos is I've had a downturn, guys. I think what I was getting into this mindset. I wanted to release World of Tank videos of those reviews that I was doing, you know, reviews for individual tanks, because I loved finding out the history and and getting good gameplay footage and making just everything in one, because I honestly thought that that was one of the best packages in a video you could get, essentially. You know, all the good gameplay, all these interesting facts and statistics about individual tanks. I thought it was a complete package and everyone should watch it, basically. The only difficult part about doing that is getting good gameplays. And ideally what I want to get is ace tankers, first class masteries, that sort of stuff. And what's really been holding me back is certain tanks are a bit hard to get ace tankers in. And it's because just the way that their statistics roll. They're limited in a lot of categories, they need to be balanced up. If people do get ace tankers with them, chances are they have a derp cannon and they're putting out lots of premium ammunition into that derp cannon and doing one-shot kills all the time. So for example, with this some Wa, I think that's the one, how you pronounce it, the one that I'm trying to use, the tier 4 French tank destroyer. A lot of people will use premium ammo with the derp gun on it, and chances are that's probably how they get ace tankers. Just doing these one-shot kills with it. Just like the Hetzer for the Germans, which is going to be balanced up. So that's sort of been preventing me because I haven't really been getting any good footage of it. So I've come to the point where I've sort of realized, you guys have been asking me, where are the World of Tank videos? It's been taking so long. And I've just realized with myself, and I had to make a conscious effort about it. Okay, Krebs, I think what you need to do is adapt. Do the World of Tanks reviews when you can, but just do anything. Just get any good gameplays and put them up to the channel, and that's what I did yesterday. I had a good game in the Type 62 the other day with Nebu, and I posted up onto the channel, and I thought it was quite an entertaining watch. I got the first class mastery in it, and even if I didn't get the first class mastery, I still think I would have posted it up, because there's just a lot of cool flanking going on, and generally a good gameplay that I think is worthy for your guys' watch and attention. So that explains why I haven't been doing World of Tank videos. I predict that I will be doing a lot more now. Since I'm just going to be going with this style, post up anything good I have, and when I get a good gameplay footage, if I get an ace tanker in the Semois, then I can do those World of Tank reviews. But anyway guys, this is going to be it for this session. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to ask me any other questions in the comment box below, and I might answer them for another What's Happening. But anyway, until next time, this is Krebs, and I will catch you all later.